Hey, it's mikevsbeer. I'm in sunny North Carolina. This is in Mooresville. That's about 25 minutes north of Charlotte in the Lake Norman area. And we came here to interview the owners of Ghostface Brewing. That's this establishment. We're going to meet Suzy and Mike. They've got a very unique story. Their beer selection is amazing, but they've got a unique twist that all of you need to learn about. I'm excited to share this with all of you, so stay tuned. We're going to dive right in on Breweries of America with mikevsbeer, coming to a tap room near you. So I'm here with Suzy and Mike, the owners of Ghostface, and what really captured my eye when we came to Mooresville is the fact that you brew gluten-reduced beers. Now, are all of your beers gluten-reduced, or it's a select one?
It's select ones. So all our wheated beers, they're not gluten-reduced. Our sours aren't gluten-reduced, and then our hazy IPAs. I would say 80% of our stuff is gluten-reduced.
Right.
When we did have it tested, we get it around 5, which is below the 10 to consider it gluten-reduced, but we always skirt it. So we're just like, it's gluten-reduced.
We err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
You know, we never want to say it's fully, ready, just in case somebody's very sensitive.
Yeah.
But it is as close as it can get.
You are filling a need that's becoming more prevalent in modern society with everyone's health conditions.
Yeah.
Trying,
So,
yep, that's the goal.
but it's awesome. So you're both from New York.
Yep.
How did you find Mooresville?
Oh, I followed her.
Smart man. Yes. That's great. How did you start this? Is the story I want to hear.
Pretty much, I started with pleasing her. So, like, I started with.
That's something.
I'm good. That's it.
This guy, the smartest guy in the world. Take this for everything else I can do what this guy has done.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
continue.
So she loved wine, so I started doing wine at home.
Right.
But it was boring.
Mhm.
So the guy that told me like how to make the wine, says, you can make beer with just all you need is a burner. So I was like, all right. So started making a burner, and then I got the burner, started to make the beer, started doing her own recipes, and then now she doesn't drink wine.
I wasn't even a beer fan, really. I mean, I had maybe 1 or 2 beers that I actually would tolerate. And then he started making them, and I started trying them, and I said, well, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the more we would go out, and I would try other beers out, and I'd say, hey, this is the one I like, try to make it. I want you to
Right.
backtrack the recipe, and he would, and he was just knocking them out of the park. And he said one day, I want to do this. And I said, all right, let's do it.
We're doing home brewing,
Yes.
these special batches for you.
Yeah.
A labor of love,
Yes.
literally. But you got captivated by the complexity of beer. You really want to get an education on what can be done with water. Like, how do you make water fun? Get into beer.
Absolutely.
And you guys are doing it. How long ago did you open up Ghostface?
So it'd be 9 years next month. Power through COVID.
Yeah.
Power through the mass closures of all the breweries that's been closing as of late. So I mean, we got something unique, something special.
We love experiences. So we love being able to give everybody a great experience. That's what we look for when we go out is, we go someplace and we're like, God, this place is so good and I remember it and I had a connection with it. So we want that for people.
Yeah. Any chance we could do some tastings of a couple of your
Absolutely.
brews?
Yeah.
Would I
For
twist
sure.
your arm?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
that's what they want. They want to see the place,
Yeah.
meet the people, and then we'll maybe do, 18 or 20 tastings. When they come to Ghostface, this is what you're going to walk into. The dark ceilings, the lights there, the wood throughout, the wood floors, the sunshine coming in, the doors that come up, the garage doors. It's going to be just fantastic.
This is the cool spot. This is where the
We
cool
built
people
it.
hang out.
We modeled it after what we love when we go places. The things that we found that were our favorite experiences at other places, we kind of like pulled it all together so it feels welcoming and warm and fun.
Right.
Lounge-like.
And we call it the beer lab because we have a small system, so we only got a 5-barrel system, so we could experiment a lot.
Yep.
So
That's why we got our beakers.
That's why we got our beakers. That's why
Yeah.
you kind of got like a periodic table kind of up there. We keep at least our like five to 10 flagships going all year round, and then the other ones we just try something new all the time. That one's the Skull Cutter, so that's gluten reduced.
Okay.
That's our award-winning Scotch ale.
I love your little beaker on here. Really neat. Got this auburn body. It matches Suzy's hair. It's really nice. A whisper of like a khaki head on there. Gosh, you got a nice malty presence in there. Well, let's get after it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud. And prost. Wow. That's fantastic. And look at the lacing on that. I make this a big deal whenever I have a beer. Good quality ingredients leave a good quality lacing trail.
Something he's very proud of, yeah.
You got that.
I always say that.
Yep.
If you know, you know. And that is wonderful. It's full-bodied, Scotch ale presence to it, but it's not overpowering. I've had some that are
very smoky.
Yes.
yeah, very like
peaty.
Ooh, like this would be all I could drink, but I could see myself having a pint of this because it's so enjoyable. Very, very nice.
It's definitely one of my faves.
And that was gluten reduced.
Mhm.
Yep.
You would never ever guess that at all. Like nothing is missing out of this. And it's an easy drinker, 7.5%. You could get in trouble with this.
Yes.
Really,
Yeah.
really nice. Excellent.
That's also gluten reduced. That's our flagship, our Banshee IPA.
So it's clear. I'm guessing this is going to be more like a West Coast.
Yep.
A nice dense white head on there. Oh yeah, piney resin just popping off the top of that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud and prost. Wow. Very respectable. The pine presence is great. It's there throughout everything, from the front end to the back end. You swallow. It's like, this is what I call a perfect palate cleanser. Every time you have a nice, solid West Coast IPA, it like erases your palate so you can enjoy the next bite of your food like it was the first bite of your food.
Yep.
Like, it's wonderful. Your doors open in 5 minutes.
Yes.
There are people.
There are
keep
people outside
trying
right
to
here.
open
Yeah.
the doors.
Yep.
So we're gonna fast forward this. Which one is this beer?
So that is the Smorgasm.
Whoa, the richness of this and the sweetness of it is just phenomenal. We got this ink black body. I mean, it's just great. And just a whisper of this remnant, again, a khaki head on there. But it's almost like you smell molasses and chocolate, marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let's get after it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud and prost again. This is like a flavor explosion.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much going on with this one. You can almost taste smokiness from a campfire in this. Like, did you roast your malt a certain way to achieve that?
No, it was more of we do a longer boil. The roast of the roasted malt will get that flavor.
So all three of these have been gluten reduced.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Which is fantastic. If you didn't tell me these were gluten reduced, I would have never guessed it. Do you sell your beers anywhere other than through your taps?
Yeah, so we have distribution throughout North Carolina in like Lowe's Foods, Whole Foods, Fresh Markets, and various restaurants.
You guys, you have something to be proud of here. You didn't need me to come here and validate that. Like, you wouldn't be in business for 9 years if you weren't doing a lot of things right. But what you've produced here and the motivation, not just saying, oh, we're going to make these gluten-reduced beers that are inferior. Like, these are just as good as anything that you can find on the market. It is absolutely wonderful and a pleasure to meet both of you.
You too. We're honored to have you here. Thanks for reaching out.
And if you are in the North Carolina, Charlotte area specifically, about 25 minutes north, due north, slightly east, you'll find Mooresville. Look for Suzy and Mike. They're probably going to be here. If they're not, I'm sure they have a world-class staff, but you will not leave disappointed. This is a destination worth putting in your books, and enjoy. Be safe, everybody, and cheers.